This is Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are discussing about the topic that is currency, the most dangerous topic basically. In this basically we have discussed lots of things, and currently basically we are discussing about the tomato and the potato basically. Story basically. After consuming tomato, which all energy basically are getting generated, and before basically the tomato has been created, what are the basically stories? So that list basically we are searching actually. The software company 100% might be having na basically. That's why basically the World Bank person basically listed all the 100 top software company basically who are actually producing the software. For example, Microsoft. Microsoft is basically having .NET is there. He is basically into software creation. So Accenture basically companies producing the software basically on the base of .NET, on the base of Oracle, like this only basically is doing the basically. Same way Accenture basically. That's why the person basically directly contacted the main software companies. That list basically was around 100. So he basically has not contacted Accenture basically because he know basically if he will go to Accenture basically and Capgemini and basically Patani and the Emphasis and the eClearX, he is not going to get the data because there basically 900 crore people's data basically are getting handled. This type of data basically you will not get there basically. So this type of data basically are collected by the 100 main software company basically. So he visited to that company basically. He visited to that companies basically. So he visited to that companies. Then basically he got the basically each and every information basically. That basically these all things basically are these all the things basically are. And before basically eating potato, he was basically generating this type of user stories. After eating potato, basically he was generating this type of user stories. Then basically after having tomato, basically he was having this type of user stories. After having tomato and potato, basically he was having this type of user stories. Like this each and every combination that Microsoft, sorry, the big software company that are 100 software company, they were having it. Then basically the World Bank was also basically was given congratulations to this all software company basically. And basically they basically the World Bank basically person told that basically we basically are the universe group basically told that basically sorry the world owner basically told that basically we are proud basically with to have this all 100 software company basically in this world. And the satellite group also basically told we also basically are proud basically we are handling this all software companies basically, sorry, we are handling this all city basically, Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, Vadodara city, Gandhinagar. This all basically city was having the great basically achievement they have done. And the big 100 software company basically they are already basically done the achievement. And everybody knows basically that where are basically Microsoft, where is Oracle, where is SAP, where is PHP. That everybody knows basically where are basically these big software companies, main company basically I'm talking about. SAP is there. So basically, satellite group basically told that basically we are proud basically we are handling this all basically cities basically because we got all the data basically. That 3 lakh basically planet basically created from the tomato and 900 people basically has generated these all user stories while creating the 3 lakh planets basically. While creating the 3 lakh planets. They had generated the 3 lakh planets basically on the base of these all stories basically. That's why basically the Twitter was purchased basically. The Twitter basically purchased, it was not like that basically. The user stories was basically the dangerous role basically which was playing. So the user basically the Facebook, Twitter basically group basically are not basically literally basically they are earning crores of rupees basically. This was the reason basically to collect the user stories, and they will 100% get the real story only. They are not going to get any false story basically. They are not going to get any false story basically. They are not going to get any false story. So Twitter basically says that basically we generate each and every moods basically from our Twitter basically. Facebook also basically say that we also generate each and every mood basically, and then basically we collect the data also basically, the user stories basically. Like this basically one of the person basically of the World Bank basically collected data from the 100 main software companies basically. So like just imagine basically up to what level the one from one tomato and from one potato basically they created 3 lakh planets basically, 3 lakh planets basically. So you can just imagine the entire human needs which is created here. Oil is created. Oil basically we consume in UAE basically. The UAE people just see basically how UAE people basically are having their royal lifestyle. That's why basically because they are into planets creation basically, and they are earning money in dirham, Muscat dirham, like this dirham, that dirham, Dubai, dollar, pound. Like this basically they are earning and basically they are having the royal lifestyle because they are into planets creation basically. Like this basically they told that basically with the help of the planet basically, with the help of the tomato basically, and with the help of the potato basically, we are basically into planets creation. This all basically user stories we have generated here basically to create potato basically. Do you know how much hard work we have done? Potato basically is not eaten basically directly basically. That potato basically boiled and then basically eaten. That type of potato basically also eat. Sometimes basically it gets fried. Sometimes basically it's put in the basin. Sometimes basically it's put in the sabjis, vegetable mix sabjis. Like this basically potato and tomato basically has created history here basically. Reason 3 lakh planet cells already generated, and 3 lakh planets basically generated from 3 lakh basically planets basically generated from tomato and potato basically. So you can just imagine basically. So the dangerous thing basically which has already happened. And this basically all software company database, software company basically groups have 100% data no, basically. Software company groups basically have the data basically. That's why they are basically having the big infra. So few, for example, see basically Bangalore basically how big infotech park basically are there here basically. They are not basically literally having the like this infotech park basically here. See basically in Mumbai basically how many big infotech park are created. See basically. See in Bangalore, see in Gandhinagar, see in Vadodara, see in Chennai. How big park basically are created here basically of software companies. Reason they are into this basically. Just now basically we discussed. So just see up to what level the basically one normal basically potato, because why basically this is software companies are keeping each and every data, because it might possible that normal small data basically also can create some big level impacts. That this person basically eaten potato, after eaten potato basically what are the stories basically generated. It might possible that basically after eaten the potato he might generate some new user stories basically. New user stories basically. It might possible na basically. It might possible basically. He can generate, he might have generated some new user stories. This is possible basically. This is possible basically. So next video we are going to see little bit more about the 3 lakh potato planets and 3 lakh other planets.